Hi guys, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to connect your WordPress website to Google Search Console from your dashboard using a simple WordPress plugin, right? In one click. So don't forget, by the end of this video, right, you primarily would have learned how to, in one click, connect your website to Google Search Console. And you also learn how to also connect your website to Google Analytics, right? We're going to use one stone to kill two birds today, right? In my previous video, I talked about how to submit your website sitemap to Google Search Console. And this is one of the things, technical, we'll call it technical SEO, that you must do if you want your website to start ranking high in search. It is very important that you submit your website to Google Search Console, number one. And number two, submit your website sitemap. So that first video I did is actually the part two, right? So this is actually the part one, right? So without much ado, let's dive right into the video. Yes. So, but before we commence our installation, what is Google Search Console, right? So Google Search Console is a platform created by Google to allow website developers, website owner monitor their SEO performance, their website performance in search, right? It helps you to understand if you have any error on your website. It's on that Google Search Console that it will be made known. So it helps you to monitor, optimize, you know, stay informed with Google Update and all of that, and how they may be affecting your website. That's basically what Google Search Console does. And why is it important? It's important because ranking in search engine is important, right? It's important. But then there are guidelines, there are rules that must be followed, right? And, majority of us, if you're like me, I didn't go to any school to learn all of these things. I learned it over the years, making mistakes and all of that. But now they've made it easy, so with Google Search Console, they will let you know any part of your website that is not being indexed. In my previous video, I also elaborated a bit about indexing. Any of your website that is not being indexed, and when it's not indexed, that means nobody can see it in search. Now, some website can be indexed, but they are not crawled. Index means that it is stored, but it is not well understood, right? Because your website will have different sections. So it is also very important to know that. So that's one of the reasons why Google Search Console is very important. It's very important because it does a lot for you, right? It's your go-to guy to optimize your website. I mean, your easiest go-to guy to optimize your website. You know, in subsequent video, I'm going to do a more comprehensive video about Google Search Console, how to navigate it, and so on. So without much ado, let's quickly go to our dashboard and install our plugin. So I'm in the dashboard of my website. By the way, this website is just a demo, right? This is Astra WordPress theme. It's free. I just installed it. So if you want to just create a simple website, you can just use Astra. Astra, by the way, this is not a paid advertisement. No. So you can easily just go ahead and install Astra. So I installed Astra for the purpose of this video tutorial. So now I'm going to my dashboard, and the next thing is to go to plugins and click add new. Once you click on add new, Then we'll then search for Google Site Kit. For load. Now look at it here. You need to be sure. Look at the number of installation. Anytime you are searching for any plugin, you need to also always confirm if it's actually the right one. It is by Google, and look at the number of installations. The last time it was updated. Look at the number of stars it has, and then you click on install. Once it's done installing, we'll click on activate. Once we activate it, then it is time to now set it up. Now, you remember in the beginning, I said that we're going to kill two birds with one stone, and this is how. So you click on start setup, and now for you to be able to do this for your website, you must be an admin of this your WordPress website. So how do you know? It's good to come to users here. So I want to quickly jump, right? We'll come back to this place from here. So I want to quickly go to all users. I am the admin. My role is administrator, right? See, there are other roles. You can be a subscriber, contributor, author, editor. If you are any of these, you won't be able to do this, right? Please note, you won't be able to do this, but you must be an administrator, right? That means that you can give authority to Google to do this that we're trying to do. So now we need to, like I said, we want to kill two birds with one stone. So connect Google also as part of the setup. I like to do this to give Google data to improve on this plugin. So now another thing that is essential is that you must have a Gmail account, right? And it's better if it's already signed in on the same browser. So if you're using Google Chrome, I'm already signed in on my Gmail on this same Chrome in a new tab, so it's easy for it to pop up here. So then Sidekick wants to access your Google account. Fanta good, because Google Search Console and other Google services, excuse me, are connected to your Gmail. So have Google verify site ownership. This is how Google will know if you are not the owner. Remember, I said that it won't be possible. So if you say you want to still go ahead, at this point, Google will tell you that you are not the owner, so you can't claim the ownership of this website. So that's what they are going to do as the first step. They want to verify if truly I'm the owner of this website. Okay, I've passed the first one. The second one is to turn on the metric, excuse me, in my dashboard so that I can see all the things happening on my Google account, my search console, my analytics, and so on. I said yes. Then the next thing is to now set up the search console, right? I mean, what we've been doing before are the preparatory things. Now we'll set up the search console. The next thing is to now set up Google Analytics. And we do that by one click, with just one click. And yes, now we now need to, having created Google Analytics, set up our website for Google Analytics, we then now need to connect it to Google Analytics, right? Google Analytics is also a product by Google, right? Just like Google Search. Google Analytics helps you to understand the metrics of your website, where people are coming from, what page they are visiting the most, where on which page of your website are people leaving the most, bounce rate, um how much time people spending on your website, and so on. Like if you are the type that sells product, they will tell you how many sales you've had, um you know and so on. So I'm just going to click on account, and then I'll scroll down to click on sign up. So I want to change this to my tutorial site, right? And I click on create account. So the reason for this is so that you can go independently to Google Analytics and just log in with your Gmail and be able to access your data, right? So, and it's pretty straightforward, just follow these steps. It's pretty straightforward. And we are almost done. We're almost done, right? We just need to accept the policy. So you need to change the country to Nigeria or whichever country you are in, you're currently in. I'm in Nigeria, so I do this, and then I want to receive all the details, all the information. So you also need to accept this. Then click on accept. Then you see, go to my dashboard, and we'll be back on our dashboard. See, voila! It's as simple as that. So now this is where we'll be seeing all the data. So you remember we said, show me data. This is what we'll be seeing. All you need to just come mouse over sitemap, sidekick, and click on dashboard, and then you'll be brought here. You see content, you see speed. If you want to also monetize your website, meaning you want to have Google AdSense, you can easily also do that off also from this plugin, right? Now that we've done this, we now need to confirm if what we have done is actually a success, right? We need to confirm that by going into Google Search Console, right? And how do we do that? We simply open a new tab, open a new tab and type site, search rather, search.google. I'm going to put a link in the bio of this video. I'm going to put a link in the bio of this video. .com, search.google.com /search hyphen console, right? And then you enter. Let me show you. So this is what it is. This is where it will bring you, right? Because we already connected our website and it's been tied to our Gmail. So if that's the first website ever you've ever connected, it will be showing right here. But me, I've created a lot of websites. So I've created a lot of websites. I've worked on different brands and so on. So now this is the one that we just connected. You see, it's not showing anything. It's not showing anything. The reason is because we've not submitted our sitemap. So in my previous video, I talked extensively. I showed, I explained how to submit, how to generate a sitemap and how to submit it. So please, I will link it in the bio and up here so that you can watch. It talks about every single thing and why it is very essential, right? For every website, it is very important that you first of all submit your website to Google Search Console and then submitting the sitemap. The sitemap is basically the the architectural work. So for a building, before you build the website, you go and meet an architect, to do the sketch of the house for you, the bedroom, where the parlor will be, and what's the primary part of the house. So I mean, so the door, right, and then the living room. Most times, the door and the living room, then other rooms, right? So for a website, is first of all the home page, then the other pages. So you need to index your website sort that, just like that, with priorities. Yes. So I hope this video has been helpful, right? And if it has, kindly give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button now. Now, I mean, right now, do that right now so that you can be the next to be notified immediately I drop another video, right? And for my returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate your love. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.